So guys, we are done with all the techniques of capital budgeting, guys, risk analysis techniques. We did statistical techniques, we did conventional techniques, and we did other techniques. ईशान, statistical techniques में क्या क्या सीखे थे बेटा? We did probability, standard deviation, variance, coefficient of variation. Under conventional techniques, risk adjusted discounting rate, and the other one beta was certainty equivalent approach. And then finally beta under other techniques we did sensitivity analysis, simulation, scenario analysis, and decision tree analysis. All of this beta was under other techniques. We have two more topics left in this chapter, guys. One is capital budgeting with inflation, and the other one is replacement decision. We'll start off with replacement decision, guys, first, and then come to capital budgeting with inflation. What do you understand by replacement decision, beta? When you say replacement decision, guys, you already have an existing asset as such, guys. There's a modern technology available in the market. You would want to replace, evaluate whether to kya bola, replacing? Replacing an asset. You will want to replace an asset as such, beta, with another asset. So you will have to see what is the amount of incremental investment that would be required and what are the amount of incremental cash flows that will be generated from the project. इसके अलावा बेटा majorly what we have to do under this replacement decision beta was there in CA Inter capital budgeting chapter only. It was not there under risk analysis. There were a lot of questions, guys, under capital budgeting in which we decided whether we have to replace an existing asset or not. What is more important here beta is optimum replacement cycle. When you say optimum replacement cycle as such, guys, it is about deciding when are we supposed to replace an asset. As you use the asset as such, beta, your maintenance cost of an asset will keep increasing. Realizable value of the asset will keep decreasing. It might become beneficial for us as such, beta, to sell off an existing asset, guys, and then buy a new asset. Though there is more economic life of the asset, it is better to sell the existing asset and buy a new asset so that you can save on your maintenance cost. समझ में आ रहा है क्या बोल रहा बेटा? So optimum replacement cycle beta is deciding whether you have to sell the asset at the end of say 1 year or 2 years or 3 years or 4 years. How do we take that decision? Cash flows beta, correct. Capital budgeting है, cash flow के बिना तो कुछ चलेगा नहीं. मार खाएगी cash flow कहते. Yes beta. Projects with unequal life सीखे कभी? If you have projects with unequal lives as such, guys, say you have to invest in a project which has a life of 2 years and you have to invest in a project with a life of 3 years. NPV of equated annual cost or equated annual benefit. Heard about it? So if you have a project as such, guys, machinery with a life of 2 years and you have a machinery with a life of 3 years, both of them are giving you the same amount of benefit. Matlab revenue per year is constant from both the machines. However, life is obviously different. The cost that you are incurring in buying the machine with a life of 2 years cannot be directly compared with the cost of the machine beta which has a life of 3 years. This is where beta we have learned the concept of equated annual cost. Equated annual cost beta is arriving at the effective amount of cost that you will incur per annum. I cannot compare total cost, but I can definitely compare cost per annum. So if I'm paying 1 lakh rupees beta for a span of 2 years and I'm paying 1,30,000 rupees for a span of 3 years, which is better? You do not know it unless you know your cost of capital. You cannot directly divide 1 lakh by 2 years. You cannot directly divide 1,30,000 by 3 years because you will be ignoring your time value component. Are you not paying for that amount upfront, hero? Are you getting the point, guys? If I pay, you will obviously not select 1 lakh beta because 1 lakh is lesser than 1,30,000. That is also not possible because this is only for 2 years and this is for 3 years. Revenue per annum is same, guys. That is why I'm ignoring revenue. Whatever is the revenue that you are getting per annum, guys, from both the assets is remaining constant. So you will not talk about revenue. You will only talk about cost. And this has to be a recurring decision. When you say recurring decision, इसका मतलब क्या होगा? After 2 years, you will again buy the same machine. It is not a one-off decision. If it's a one-off decision, guys, you can never take a decision on the basis of equated annual cost. If you try to recall better the example that I gave at CA interlevel, you are visiting a place as such, guys, for 15 days. You have an option of taking a SIM card for 15 days as such, guys, for $10, or say you pay $40 and get a SIM beta for 12 months. What will you do? Will you prefer $10 wala or $40 wala? $10. This is a non-recurring decision. Why the hell will you want to compute cost, effective cost per day or effective cost per month? Because you're going to stay there only for 15 days anyways, beta. So even if you take a SIM card for 12 months, how are you going to use it? So your effective cost is such, beta, equated annual cost will not be relevant. Equated annual cost kab aata hai, beta? Recurring decision. So you talking about taking your internet subscriptions. Is that a recurring decision? So you have an option of paying for 1 month. You have an option of paying for a year. You want to evaluate which is better. You will have to see what is the effective cost per month. वहाँ पे बेटा for decisions related to our personal life, we do not literally take time value component into consideration. But then ये देखो बेटा, if you pay for 12 months Jio में, will you get 1 month free? They give 30 days free as such, guys, if you pay 1 year in advance. Now instead of paying every month as such, guys, it is better to pay per annum, because you know that your opportunity cost is such, better 1 month free over 12 months, मतलब roughly they're giving you 8.33% benefit, better. कहाँ तुम्हारा पैसा बैंक में पड़ा जो है बेटा, it will generate 8.33%. Are you getting the point? So for recurring decisions, guys, we compare effective annual cost or effective cost per month. But for non-recurring decisions, you will never compare effective annual cost. So effective annual cost क्यों आ रहा है? Without that, we will not be able to take optimum replacement cycle decision. Is that clear? Abhi clear, guys? Heading लिखो बेटा, projects with unequal lives first. We will write about projects with unequal lives and then write about optimum replacement cycle. Projects with unequal lives. Online students, I hope you're all listening better. Projects with unequal lives. Projects with unequal lives. Right on, guys. If there are two alternative machines, if there are two alternative machines with different useful lives, different useful life, resulting in the same revenue per annum, resulting in the same revenue per annum, selection of the machinery, selection of the machinery cannot be based on the present value of total outflow. Selection of machinery cannot be based on the present value of total outflow. Example बेटा, machine 1 present ऐसे लिखो, present value of cash outflow बेटा is 1 lakh, life is 2 years. Machine 2 present value of cash outflow beta is 1,40,000, life is 3 years. $1,40,000 divided by 3 years. 1,40,000 for 3 years. For 3 years. Abhi beta, can you directly select machine 1? Machine 1 beta, though it is resulting in a lower outflow as such beta, remember it is only for 2 years. and machine 2 beta 1,40,000 is for 3 years. ठीक है, ये मैं बोला, decision cannot be taken on the basis of present value of total cash outflows because the benefit is for different periods. Are we clear, guys? So if you cannot take a decision on the basis of present value of total cash outflow, guys, what is the other alternative? I cannot even divide 1 lakh by 2, 1,40,000 by 3. If I divide 1 lakh by 2, 1,40,000 by 3 as such better, I will be ignoring time value component. I am paying for that amount upfront as such, guys. We are not paying for that amount on a later date. Yes or no? Write down, guys, next line. ये तो समझ में आया ना? देखो next. Machine 1 cannot be selected on the basis of machine 1 cannot be directly selected on the basis of lower total outflow. Machine 1 cannot be selected on the basis of lower total outflow. Machine 1 cannot be selected on the basis of lower total outflow. Lower total outflow. Next, better. We cannot divide total cost by life directly. We cannot divide total cost by life directly. We cannot divide total cost by life directly. By life directly. क्यों बेटा? As we would be ignoring time value component. As we would be ignoring time value component. As we would be ignoring time value component. Time value component. उसके नीचे वो लिखो बेटा, 1 lakh divided by 250,000, 1,40,000 divided by 3, 46,667 ना? Can you do a decision like this बेटा? No. 1 lakh by 2, 1,40,000 by 3 beta, you cannot even take a decision like this. Are we clear about this? Instead, guys, what is the other alternative? We will compute effective annual cost beta by incorporating time value component. This is where EAC comes into picture. Equated annual cost. Revenues क्यों नहीं ले रहा हूँ? Because irrespective of which machine I buy, your revenue per annum will remain same. ठीक है बेटा, write down. Decision will be based on decision will be based on effective annual cost in brackets equated annual cost beta, sorry. Decision will be based on equated annual cost in brackets EAC, which is cost per annum after incorporating time value component. Which is cost per annum after incorporating time value component. Which is cost per annum after incorporating time value component. After incorporating time value component. समझ में आ गया? So how do we compute, guys, effective annual cost? We all know beta present value of annuity कैसे compute करते हो? If you have equal cash flow, would you multiply annuity amount into PVAF? हाँ या ना, guys? So let us assume beta that cost of capital is 10%. If cost of capital is 10% beta, for machine 1, I will write paying 1 lakh today is equal to how much? అర్థమవుతుందా? 10% for 2 years, guys. You will divide 1 lakh by present value annuity factor at 10% for 2 years beta. कितना ही है? 57,000. So guys, ऐसे सोचो, if you take a loan of 1 lakh rupees today beta, you will not be paying anything for machine out of your pocket today, correct? But instead, how much should you pay to the banker every year? 57,619. So if I ask you what is your effective cost of using this machine beta per annum, how much will this become beta? 57,619. That will become your effective cost per annum. समझ में आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है? Likewise बेटा, if I talk about machine 2 guys, ये concept बेटा optimum replacement cycle में काम में आएगा, इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ. Machine 2 guys, what is your cost बेटा? 1,40,000. This is equal to EAC, but for how many years बेटा? 3 years. So how much will be your equated annual cost? I'll write 1,40,000. कुछ याद आया बेटा? ये सब था तुम्हारे CA इंटर में. Divided by PVAF at 10% for 3 years. कितना है बेटा ये? 56,296. Which machine is costing you effectively a little lesser amount better? Irrespective of when you buy these machines, guys, machine 1 is going to cost you 57,619, machine 2 is going to cost you 56,296. So what will happen after 2 years if you buy machine 1? You buy another machine 1. It's a recurring decision. It is not a one-off decision. If it's a one-off decision, guys, strictly decision to be taken on the basis of NPV. Because revenue भी सिर्फ 2 साल के लिए रहेंगे, revenue will be for 3 years. You will have to directly take a decision on the basis of NPV if it's a non-recurring decision. इसीलिए बेटा, sometimes when they say that you have projects, you do not go by EAC. When they say you have machines, we go by EAC. Because when you're buying a machine, it is but obvious बेटा that at the end of its useful life, you're going to replace the machine with the similar model. समझ में आया नहीं आया? ये recurring का concept important है बेटा यहाँ पे. Write this guys. Make a note of this बेटा. Yes guys. हो गया बेटा ये. Done. Are you all done बेटा? Right on guys. As purchase of machinery is a recurring decision. As purchase of machinery is a recurring decision. Concept book में चल रहा है. As purchase of machinery is a recurring decision. Recurring decision. Purchase of machinery is a recurring decision. We would select machine 2. We would select machine 2. We would select machine 2 as it will effectively cost 56,296 per annum. As it will effectively cost 56,296 per annum. As it will effectively cost 56,296 per annum. समझ में आ गया guys? What if revenues were different guys of the machine? So the outputs were different. If outputs were different of both the machines guys, EAB, effective annual benefit. Alright guys. Or guys, alternatively, you can simply divide the total cost as such guys, present value of cash outflows as such बेटा by the output and arrive at your effective cost per unit of output. अगर selling price नहीं दिया तो, क्योंकि that will take care of your profits because your total demand of the product will remain constant. If I compare which machine is going to cost me lesser on a per unit basis, not on a per machine basis. समझ में आ रहा है ना? One machine is giving me say 1 lakh units, the other machine is giving me 1.5 lakh units. I will divide the total cost by 1 lakh units and 1,50,000 units. जो भी मेरा EAC आ रहा है, that will give me effective cost per annum of producing one unit. Then, yeah, मतलब I can buy more number of machines of machine A and then compare. Are we clear, guys? लिखो बेटा. If the revenues were if the output of the machines were different, if the outputs of the machines were different, if the outputs of the machines were different, output of the machines were different. Decision would have been based on. Decision would have been based on. If the outputs of the machines were different, decisions would have been based on. Decisions would have been based on. क्या बेटा? Effective annual, equated annual. ये बार बार effective क्यों आ रहा है यार? Equated annual benefit. फाइनेंस में देता ना ई बोलते कि effective आता. EIR, effective interest rate. Equated annual benefit. How will you compute equated annual benefit बेटा? ब्रैकेट में लिख लेना EAB equals NPV divided by PVAF. NPV divided by PVAF. In brackets बेटा you can write NPV divided by PVAF. Clear, guys? That is about an equated annual benefit बेटा. So is there any way of evaluating the decision, recurring decision में? Other way of evaluating. We've learned two techniques, guys, at CA inter level. We never use the other technique. Huh? Equating lives. That's another way of evaluating a decision as such, guys. Machine 1 has a life of 2 years. Machine 2 has a life of 3 years. Machine 1 3 बार खरीदो. आज ही नहीं. मतलब after 2 years one more time. After fourth year one more time. Total life will become 6 years. 2 into 3 is 6. Shut up. Machine B beta you will buy how many times? 2 times. 3 years into 2 beta. Life will become. अब दोनों की life same है. Compare present value of cash outflow. Are we clear, guys? The other alternative, guys, of doing that is by equating lives. Just telling you बेटा यहाँ पे नहीं आएगा. अपन को यहाँ पे decision will be based on equated annual cost only, not based on anything else. You can do the other alternative also, but then it takes a lot of time to perform the other alternate calculations under the other alternative. One second, guys. All right, guys. We had a temporary technical glitch. So back to this. हम लोग सोचे आज क्लास नहीं है नहीं. इतनी दूर से आने के बाद में बेटा why will you want to waste time? क्लास नहीं है तो एक दिन पहले मालूम पड़ा समझो at least. You can have a little fun, no? अभी भी बेटा we're not talking about your kind of fun here. Yes. क्या लिखे बेटा? तू मस्ती करता रहे बहुत. Right on, guys. Alternate. Next line लिखो बेटा. Alternatively. This is, guys, the alternative. Everyone understood the alternative approach? Right on. Alternatively, instead of computing equated annual cost, 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 we can equate the lives of both the machines. We can equate the lives of both the machines. We can equate the lives of both the machines. Lives of both the machines. For that, what are we supposed to do better? For this, we will buy machine 1 3 times and machine 2. Machine 1 ही है ना वो, हाँ. Machine 1 3 times and machine 2 2 times. Buy machine 1 3 times, machine 2 2 times. The total lives will be 6 years. The total life will be 6 years. The total life would be 6 years. Understood, guys? So if you see better in our example, guys, machine 1 and machine 2 guys. In machine 1 beta year 0 mein how much were you incurring? 1 lakh. This would give us a benefit for how many years guys? 2 years. So in year 2 beta again I will have to incur year 3 के beginning मतलब year 2 के end में beta again I will have to incur 1 lakh. Year 4 के end में again I will have to incur 1 lakh. Now I know year 6 में I will purchase but I cannot do that because if I do that again life will become 8 years. Let us restrict to only 3 purchases. Now total life of machine 1 beta will become 6 years. यहाँ पे in year 0 beta 1 lakh 40 था ना वो 1 lakh 40. Year 3 beta I will incur 1 lakh 40,000. All right. Lives of both the machines will now become 6 years. How will I do beta now? 1 lakh तो directly लोगे plus another 1 lakh you're incurring at the end of second year. Another 1 lakh you're incurring at the end of fourth year. This will become total outflow beta here. Here how will you write it guys? कोई calculate करेगा बेटा? 1 lakh 40,000 today and another 1 lakh 40,000 beta at the end of third year. This will become the total outflow guys under the second alternative. Abhi understand? 2 lakh 50,946. ये second वाला alternative beta. The first one beta is 2,50,946. Second one beta 2,45,000. This is the alternative guys. समझ में आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है बेटा? Just for your understanding guys, can someone take the difference of 57,619 and 56,296? 57,619 and 56,296 कितना है? 13 into PVAF at 10% for 6 years. इन दोनों का डिफरेंस आना बेटा नहीं है तो अपन कैलकुलेट रॉन्ग करें 57 which is the difference between these two. But it is time value component guys. Decision is still same. It is just that you're presenting it on different time basis. समझ में आ रहा है? There we annualized it. Here we are doing it in present value terms. You understood what I did? Here whatever we computed was cost per annum beta. So I'm seeing what is the difference. Discounted it for 6 years. That should be nothing but the difference between these two because this is the cost for 6 years. Is that clear? Copy करो बेटा ये. यहाँ पे ये basis पे बेटा what will you write? Which machine is better? Machine 2. Decision cannot change better. Decision should still remain same. यहाँ पे लिख लेना guys, machine 2 is cheaper, but machine 2 has a lower cost. Machine 2 has a lower cost. क्या हुआ गुरदीप? डाउट है कुछ? Sure. Are we all done with this guys? Next beta. नीचे लिखो बेटा note. If it's a non-recurring decision, if it's a non-recurring decision, note. If it's a non-recurring decision, non-recurring decision, decision would directly be based on, the decision would be directly based on NPV. The decision would be directly based on NPV. Decision would be directly based on NPV. Would be based on NPV. ठीक है? Decision would be directly based on NPV. Any doubt on this? But now, guys, when you talk about optimum replacement cycle as such, guys, what do you understand? अभी सुबह वो जो बोल रहा था मैं. We are going to use this concept, guys, for optimum replacement cycle. Optimum replacement cycle मतलब क्या, guys? As the life passes as such, better the maintenance cost of a machine increases and the realizable value of the asset will decrease as such, guys. So instead of using the machine, guys, for its entire physical life, we might want to sell the asset. So how do we take a decision, guys? Equated annual cost. You're buying the machine today, beta, they will give you what is the operating cost of using the machine in year one and what is the resale value that you will get at the end of year one. I'll be like, if I use the machine for 1 year, what is my effective annual cost? If I use the machine for 2 years, what is my effective annual cost? If I use the machine for 3 years, what is my effective annual cost? Whichever alternative is resulting in the least possible cost, that is your optimum replacement period. You're buying the asset today, you have all your costs, you have realizable values. All that you have to do, beta, is just compute your equated annual cost of using the machine for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, जो भी period है beta, and then decide your optimum. They will not go beyond 4 years as such, guys, maximum, क्योंकि calculations बढ़ते जाएंगे. But you will have to decide based on this as to when are you going to replace an asset. समझ में आया नहीं आया? Why are we going by equated annual cost? Equal lives are different. If equal, मतलब your useful lives as such beta are different. If I use the machine for 1 year or I'm replacing it at the end of 1 year, that means I'm using it only for 1 year. If I'm replacing it at the end of second year, guys, that means from today I'll be using the machine for 2 years. If I'm replacing it at the end of 3 years, from today I'm using it for 3 years. Machine to वही है बेटा, benefit is going to remain same. So that is why I'll take a decision on the basis of equated annual cost. Are we clear, guys? लिखो बेटा. Optimum replacement cycle. This is why we had to cover the concept of equated annual cost. Equated annual cost का concept नहीं है बेटा अपने syllabus में, only optimum replacement cycle. Optimum replacement cycle. As the machine is used, machine is used, the operating cost of the machine increases. The operating cost of the machine increases. Operating cost of the machine increases. And the realizable value of the machine decreases. And the realizable value of the machine decreases. 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 Hence, instead of using the machine for its entire useful life, it would be better, it might be better to replace it. It might be better to replace the machine. The decision should be based on equated annual cost. Decision should be based on equated annual cost. Of using the machine for different time periods. of using the machine for different time periods. Of using the machine for different time periods. Different time periods. Alright, guys. Are we clear about this? Question number 40, beta. Problem solving book, question 40. Company X is forced to choose between two machines A and B. The two machines are designed differently but have identical capacity and do exactly the same job. Machine A is costing rupees 1,50,000 and will last for 3 years. It costs rupees 40,000 per year to run. भागने के लिए it will cost 40. So the initial cost of the machine beta is 1,50,000 and your annual operating cost is 40,000. It will have a useful life of how many years? 3 years. Machine B is an economy model costing only rupees 1 lakh but will last only for 2 years and cost rupees 60,000 per year to run. These are real cash flows. The costs are forecasted in rupees of constant purchasing power. ये point का significance we'll learn today. Inflation में अभी के लिए irrelevant. Ignore tax. Opportunity cost of capital is 10%. When you ignore tax as such, guys, there will not be any tax savings on depreciation as well. Otherwise, you should have considered tax savings on depreciation. Which machine should X buy? Now, I know this is not a replacement cycle decision, but they've included two questions, guys, just so that you know what is the concept of EAC, equated annual cost. Now, when they give like this, but machines, we assume that it's a recurring decision as such, but because it's a recurring decision, guys, and nothing is given regarding revenues, they have identical capacity. Because they have identical capacity as such, guys, it would mean that the revenues will remain same. So decision can be taken on the basis of cost. Instead of comparing present value of cash outflows, we will compare equated annual cost. So first machine life is 2 years, second machine life is 3 years. वो लिखो बेटा एक नोट पहले. Question 40 बेटा. Both the machines have identical capacity. Both the machines have identical capacity. Both the machines have identical capacity. Identical capacity. Which implies revenues will be same. Which implies revenues will be same. Revenues will be same. Decision can be taken on the basis of. Decision can be taken on the basis of. Decision can be taken on the basis of. On the basis of equated. Decision can be taken on the basis of equated annual cost. Equated annual cost. Decision can be taken on the basis of equated annual cost. शुरू करो बेटा. 40th question, guys. You have X, you have A and B beta. The initial cost of the machinery beta is 1,50,000 and here beta it is 1 lakh. Life of the machine beta is 3 years and 2 years. Guys, I have a habit of computing present value of operating cost first and then adding it to initial cost. तुम लोग क्या कर सकते हो उसको छोड़ सकते हो. Initial cost you can divide by PVAF and then add to क्योंकि ऑपरेटिंग कॉस्ट को प्रेजेंट वैल्यू करके वापस डिवाइड करने से अच्छा उसको ऐसे ही छोड़ सकते हो. What is your annual operating cost? Annual operating cost of the machine beta is 40,000 and 60,000. Can you compute present value of operating cost? Present value of annual operating cost. Objective is to compute PVCO beta first. So this will be 40,000 multiplied by PVAF at 10% for 2 years. Sorry, 3 years. 99 474. दूसरा वाला बेटा 1,04,128. 4,000 only. Acha, 2 years. This will be the present value of cash outflow. Only present value of annual operating cost, guys. What will be your total present value of cash outflows? You have to add what beta? Initial cost and present value of annual operating cost. That will become total present value of cash outflows beta. 2,49,474 and 2,04,132. Can I directly compare total cost beta and write the conclusion? Instead, what am I supposed to do? Compute equated annual cost, which will be present value of cash outflows divided by PVAF. 249,474 by PVAF at 10% for 3 years. 1 lakh. First वाला कितना वाला 1 lakh? 1,00317. Second वाला 1 lakh? 619. This will become your effective annual cost. This is the basis for decision making now. You write the conclusion, guys, after you write all of this, that it is better to buy machine B. Done, guys. सबको आंसर आ गया. Did you write the conclusion, guys, that it is better to purchase machine B? Question 41 beta after this. Once you've written the conclusion beta, question 41. हो गया 41 भी हो गया. अरे वो थोड़ा अलग है. एक सेकेंड बेटा. नॉट क्वेश्चन 41 गाइस. क्वेश्चन नंबर 37. किससे बात करता कि खदा. क्वेश्चन नंबर 37 बेटा. X Limited as a taxi operator. Each taxi will cost the company 4 lakh rupees and has a useful life of 3 years. The taxi's operating cost for each of the 3 years and salvage value at the end of the year is as follows. If you use the machine as such, guys, for 1 year, your operating cost will be 1,80,000, guys, and your resale value at the end of year 1 beta will be 2,80,000. If you use the machine for 2 years as such, guys, your maintenance cost is going to be 2,10,000 and your resale value beta is going to be 2,30,000. Using it for 3 years, 2,38,000 and 1,68,000. Alright. You're required to determine the optimum replacement period of taxi if the cost of capital of X Limited is 10%. What will I do, beta, is evaluate 3 alternatives. First alternative is, what if I use the machine only for 1 year? What if I use the machine for 2 years? What if I use the machine for 3 years? In all the cases, remember, it is 0 to 1, 0 to 2, 0 to 3. Machine वही है बेटा, revenue is same, but my cost of operating will change. एक बार सुन लो बेटा presentation. So I will be taking a decision, guys, regarding my optimum replacement period, guys, on the basis of equated annual cost. So option 1 क्या बेटा, replace at the end of first year. Option 2 बेटा is replace at the end of second year. Option 3 beta is to replace at the end of third year. Using only for third year is not an option. Using only for second year is not an option. You either use from year 0 to year 2 beta, or you use it from year 0 to year 3. Irrespective of the scenario as such, guys, are you going to buy the asset? Yes or no? Whether you replace it at the end of first year or second year or third year. पहले खरीदना तो पड़ेगा ना बेटा. What is the purchase price of the asset? The purchase price that you're incurring as such beta today is 4 lakh rupees. Does not matter which option, guys. Under all the options, you will be incurring this 4 lakh rupees. When you talk about your operating cost as such beta, year 1 का operating cost कितना है? 1,80,000. Year 2 का operating cost 2,10,000. Year 3 का 2,38,000. Can someone compute present value of 1,80,000 beta? Cost of capital is given as 10%. So that will be 1,72,000. Sorry, 62,000. Next, 2,10,000 divided by 1.1 whole square, guys, without yawning. 554. 2,38,000 divided by 1.1 whole cube. 813. अब बोलो बेटा, this 1,63,636 beta, you will incur definitely in the first case. I'm computing present value there. हाँ या ना? If I'm using the machine for 2 years, I will have to incur operating cost of both first year as well as second year. So here beta, I will have to write 1,63,636 and 1,73,554. If I'm using the machine for 3 years, I will have to incur operating cost beta for all the 3 years. Correct? समझ में आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है? You are taking operating cost of all the 3 years if you're using the machine for 3 years. Next comes salvage value, guys. Salvage value is an inflow. Resale value of the asset. I have an option of selling it at the end of first year, second year and third year. 2,80,000, 2,30,000 and 1,68,000. 2,80,000 का present value कितना है बेटा? 54,545. 2,30,000 का बेटा 90. 2 साल के लिए डिस्काउंट किया ना? हाँ 90,000 करेक्ट ही होगा बोल 08 हाँ Now, if you are selling off the machine, replacing the asset at the end of year 1, guys, won't you realize this 2,54,000 present value terms? I'll write negative 2,54,545. If I'm replacing the asset at the end of second year, beta, what will I write? Should I write both, guys, or should I write only 1,90,000? Only 1,90,000. I cannot sell the machine at the end of first year and again bring it back beta from him and use it. So you'll write only 1,90,083. This is not operating cost beta. This is resale value. If I sell the asset at the end of third year, but I'll write 1,26,221. These are my cash flows, beta. This will become the present value of cash outflows of using the machine for different time periods, guys. Based on this, beta, I will have to determine what is my effective annual cost. समझ में आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है? हाउ मच इज द प्रेजेंट वैल्यू ऑफ कैश आउटफ्लो? कोई थर्ड ईयर करो बेटा, कोई फर्स्ट ईयर करो. 9,000. हाँ, whatever you got बेटा. जान दो, करो पूरा. 547107 लास्ट. हाँ, 78979282. This is your present value of cash outflow if you use the machine for 1 year, 2 years or 3 years. अब क्या करोगे? EAC. You will divide your PVCO beta by PVAF at 10% for whatever is the respective period, guys. In the first case, you will divide it by 1 year. 1 year मतलब PVAF ही रहता है वो. 28. तो मल्टीप्लाई कर रहा है बेटा, डिवाइड करना है 0.90990. यस बेटा. एक सेकेंड गाइस. दिस इज 3,40,000. लास्ट ईयर कितना बोला तो? बीच वाला 3,152. Which, huh? Which is the most viable option? Second वाला कम दिख रहा है मेरे को. So every 2 years you will keep replacing the asset. Buy, sell the asset at the end of second year. Buy, sell the asset at the end of second year. Keep doing that because that will result in the most advantageous amount. All right, guys. Any doubt in this? Copy, guys. you're done with this question, guys, you can all read question number 38. Do not forget to write that conclusion where the optimum replacement period is 2 years. If you're done with that, beta, next question, 38th one. Question number 38, guys. ईशान हो गया तेरा? Start solving question number 38, guys. It's a similar question. All the details are given there. प्रेरणा हो गया बेटा तेरा? Hmm. You will have to compute what is the effective cost of using the current machine, guys, for different periods. The same question was there in your CA inter, beta. उनका ट्रेडिशनल डे चल रहा है बेटा. A and Co is contemplating whether to replace an existing machine or to spend money. तो किसी की शादी हो रही होंगी क्लास में. देखो मालूम है ना बच्चे. On overhauling it बेटा. अभी बैच शुरू होके 3 महीने नहीं हुए, एक बंदे को ऑलरेडी 4 रिलेशन चेंज करते हुए देख लिया मैं क्लास में. Yes guys. हाँ. A and Co beta currently pays no taxes. The replacement machine costs rupees 90,000 now and requires maintenance of rupees 10,000 at the end of every year for 8 years. At the end of 8 years, it would have a salvage value of rupees 20,000 and would be sold. These are all the details of the new machine, guys. Whenever you're going to buy the new machine, does not matter now, after a year, after 2 years, after 3 years or such, guys. It is going to cost you 90,000 rupees. Every year you will have to incur a maintenance cost of 10,000 and you will get a salvage value of 20,000 rupees at the end of 8 years. Take these details separately. See what is the effective cost of using the new machine per annum. Usko side mein rakho. Then the new old machine as such, guys, today has a salvage value of 40,000. So you have an option of selling off the old machine today at an amount of 40,000 rupees. Correct, guys? If not that, you can use the existing machine for 1 more year, guys. For 1 more year, and then see as such, guys, what is the effective cost of using the machine. Sir, how do I compute effective cost of using the machine? If I do not sell the asset today and I sell it after a year, guys, am I not foregoing that 40,000 rupees today? So that 40,000 rupees will be considered as your opportunity cost. That will become your initial investment. Are you getting the point, beta? If you do not sell today and sell after a year, you are foregoing 40,000, but you will get 25,000 rupees after a year. Directly difference 15,000 mat likhna, beta. Time value component hai. You will get 25,000 after a year, but you're foregoing 40,000 today. And apart from that, you will also incur a cost of 10,000. I will have to see what is the effective cost of using the existing machine, guys, for 1 year. If not that, beta, I can sell the existing machine after how many years? 2 years. 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. I will have to compute EAC of using the existing machine for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. उसमें से अगर एक ऑप्शन में भी बेटा, if you get a lesser effective cost than the new asset, you will use the existing machine first and then on a later date buy the new machine. But अगर existing चारों options है बेटा, you get more than the new machine, it is better to sell off the existing machine immediately, guys, and then buy the new asset. Are you getting the point? Two options to be evaluated as such, guys. First, you will see what is better with the existing machine. समझ में आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है? बोल क्या डाउट था तेरा? Previous question में बेटा, it was not an existing machine that you already had. It was directly a new asset to be purchased and deciding the replacement. यहाँ पे it is comparison of two options. That is why there is opportunity cost coming into picture. Like, I am not deciding the optimum replacement cycle of the new asset. If I was simply deciding the optimum replacement cycle of the new asset, I would have said to hell with the existing asset. I will just see कि existing new machine का what will be the cost of using it for different time periods. New machine, irrespective of what are you doing, beta, will be used for a span of 8 years. Whenever you buy the new asset, you will be using it for a span of 8 years. ऐसा नहीं करना ना बेटा, there's another presentation. Use the existing machine for 1 year, buy the new asset, total life 9 years. Use the existing asset for 2 years, buy the new machine, total life 10 years. And then take total present value of cash outflows and then compute equated annual cost. Calculation बहुत लंबा हो जाएगा. And conclusion will not change. Conclusion will still remain same. Why 90,000 is irrelevant? Whenever I buy, when you say equated annual cost, beta, once you equate it on an annual basis, you are incorporating time value component. Whenever you buy the new asset, say for example, equated annual cost of new asset is 40,000. Whether I buy it today or whether I buy it after 4 years, my effective annual cost will remain at 40,000 because we are ignoring inflation anyways. Are we clear about this? समझ में आया? Not a question of optimum replacement cycle of the new asset guys, but replacement of the existing asset, but not with a similar model. Concept वही है, ठीक है, but not the same question as the previous one. Are we understanding this? Yes or no, beta? So what are the options to be compared, guys? Should we use the existing asset for a couple of years and then replace it, or should we replace it immediately? This is what we are comparing. ठीक है? For this, beta, we are not deciding the optimum replacement cycle of the new asset. Is that clear? वो लिख लो बेटा पहले, ताकि बाद में confusion ना हो. Online students, I hope it is clear, beta. Question 38, guys. Write down. We have to evaluate if the existing asset. We have to evaluate if the existing asset. We have to evaluate if the existing asset. If the existing asset should be used for a couple of years. Should be used for a couple of years. Should be used for a couple of years, or should it be replaced immediately? Evaluate if the existing asset should be used for a couple of years, or should it be replaced immediately? Should it be replaced immediately? The new machine, irrespective of the date of purchase. The new machine, irrespective of the date of purchase. The new machine, irrespective of the date of purchase. New machine, irrespective of the date of purchase. Irrespective of the date of purchase. Date of purchase will always be used for. New machine, irrespective of the date of purchase, will always be used for. Will always be used for 8 years. 8 years. So how will you take a decision, beta? We will compare the effective. We will compare the equated annual EAC. We will compare EAC of existing machine. We will compare EAC of existing machine with the new machine. We will compare the EAC of the existing machine with the new machine. Is that clear, kids? पहले क्या करना है बेटा? Shall we finish off new machine का calculation? Can you compute new machine का EAC, guys? Start बेटा. Question समझ में आया guys? तुम लोगों को फिर CA इंटर में क्या समझ में आया था? ये सेम क्वेश्चन याद भी नहीं है बल्कि. Very good बेटा, proud of you. तभी भी हाँ बेटा, तभी भी मैं ही पढ़ाया था. मैं तो EAC पढ़ाया था. रिलेशंस के मामलों में इनके बैच में एक बच्चा था. तू नहीं बेटा, यू आर 1% मैन है. चल रहे हाँ. अरे नावा नहीं लेना रे से. यू नो है, मालूम है क्या वो? नहीं. अरे ऐसे वो क्लास में किसको भी नहीं छोड़ा था. वो बोला सर वाई शुड आई मिस द चांस. वो हर एक पे ट्राई करा पूरी क्लास में. उसकी फिलॉसफी अलग थी लाइफ में. बोला आई शुड हैव नो रिग्रेट्स इन लाइफ लेटर. यस बेटा. Question number 38, guys. I know, but I'll be watching this class in a couple of days. Just laugh over it and leave it. New machine, guys. What will you write, beta? What is the initial cost? The initial cost of new machine, beta, is कितना बेटा? 90,000. What is your maintenance cost per annum? अरे सॉल्व कर, बात कर फिर. Present value of maintenance cost बेटा. लाइफ 8 years है, बल्कि लिखना बेटा, लिखाने में प्रेजेंट वैल्यू ऑफ मेंटेनेंस कॉस्ट कंप्यूट करो बेटा। क्या स्पीड से मार रहे तुम लोग। कंप्यूट EAC guys of न्यू मशीन। आई वेट बेटा। कितना आया? We will not strike off guys. Present value annuity factors are used. Please use them only now. Do you all get 28,600 for the new asset, guys? What's the present value of maintenance cost? 10,000 rupees multiplied by PVAF, guys, at 15% for 8 years, which is 10,000 into 4.4873 as given in the question, 44,873. I will still have to take present value of salvage, guys, arising at the end of 8th year. Present value of salvage beta arising at the end of 8th year. So how much will this be, guys? Your salvage value of the new asset is how much beta? 20,000. This I will multiply by present value factor, guys, at 15% for 8th year, 0.3269. So this will become 6538. Present value of maintenance cost is 44,873. Present value of salvage value is 6,538. What is the present value of total cash outflows, better? You paid 90,000 to buy the asset. Maintenance cost is 44,873 and 6,538 is your salvage value. Okay. 1,28,335. This is present value of total cash outflow. इसको किस में convert करूंगा मैं? Equated annual cost. So that will become 1,28,335 divided by PVAF for 8 years. So that will be 1,28,335 divided by 4.4873. How much is that, beta? Exact, no? 28,000. गाड़ी है क्या नीचे? एक बार देखना आदित्य क्या है? 28,600 guys. 28,600 guys is the equated annual cost. Aditya, Tuesday. $28,600. Are we clear about this? Now guys, ये हो गया न्यू एसेट बेटा. अभी क्या कंप्यूट करना है? EAC of existing asset. Did you all understand the concept that 40,000 is being considered as opportunity cost? I will write that under initial investment guys. I'm losing out on 40,000 today guys, and then I get the other cash inflows. Write that better. If the existing asset is used, यहाँ तक हो गया ना सबका? Write down a sentence. If the existing asset is used, 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 we will have to forego, we will have to forego, we will have to forego the salvage value of, we will have to forego salvage value of कितना बेटा? 40,000 rupees. 40,000 rupees. We will have to forego a salvage value of 40,000 rupees. Hence, it would be considered as opportunity cost. It would be considered as opportunity cost. It would be considered as opportunity cost. When you देख रहे एग्जिस्टिंग एसेट का रिप्लेसमेंट डिसाइड करने के लिए अपॉर्चुनिटी कॉस्ट आता है. अगर तू न्यू एसेट का रिप्लेसमेंट ऑलरेडी डिसाइड कर लिया है, वेयर इज द क्वेश्चन ऑफ यू कंप्यूटिंग इट अगेन? After 1 year in this, say in the previous question guys, uska doubt hai, say after 1 year you want to decide what is the optimum replacement cycle. 280,000 will become my opportunity cost. After 1 year, if I were to take a decision, if I want to compute, okay, should I use the existing asset or not, then I'll say if I sell off the asset today, I'll get 280,000. Let me take that as opportunity cost and then evaluate the alternatives. Are you getting the point? अभी तू डिसाइड कर लिया 2 साल में रिप्लेस करने वाला है, हो गया ना, काई का opportunity cost. When will opportunity cost come? If you have an option of using that asset for 1 more year, we already know that it is not viable. You've already taken a decision that the new asset will be replaced at the end of 2nd year. In the previous question, 37th one. So at the end of 2nd year, you will directly buy the new machine, no? At the end of 2nd year, say if the existing asset has useful life of another 4-5 years, and you did not decide when to replace, then opportunity cost will come. जैसे existing case में, ये question number 38, existing machine we never computed earlier as to what is the optimum replacement period. We are now doing it. Alright guys, now better write down computation of cost of using the existing. समझ में आया ना? मैं लिखवाऊंगा रुक. Computation of cost of using the existing machine. Using the existing machine. Computation of, तेरा ये हो गया computation of cost. So guys, यहाँ पे what are the 4 alternatives to be considered guys? Use for how many years? Use for 1 year. Use for, remember you never have an alternative of using it only for the 2nd year. समझ में आ रहा है ना? आज बेच देंगे, फिर 1 साल बाद में वही लेके आएंगे वापस उससे. What will I write, guys? Initial opportunity cost. I'm not writing it as investment, I'm writing it as opportunity cost. Irrespective of whether I use it for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, or 4 years. What will be my opportunity cost? 40,000. Now, if I use it for 1 year as such, better. Maintenance cost, better. Year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, guys. Your cost बेटा is 10,000 20. अब थोड़े बच्चों को क्या डाउट आएगा मालूम, अभी नहीं आता, पढ़ने के टाइम आता बाद में. सर जब ईयर 4 में बेचना ही है तो मेंटेन करके क्या को बेच रहे हैं, ऐसे ही बेच दो बोल के. दैट मेंटेनेंस कॉस्ट इज incurred during the year, guys. All right. But because we do not take during the year cash flow, we assume better that the cash flow is arising at the end of the year. समझ में आ रहा? It is like you selling an old vehicle as such, guys. कुछ रिपेयर आ रहा तो like काई को कराना, बेचना ही तो है ना वैसे भी बोल के. What will be the present value, guys, of these expenses? Can you tell me better? 10,000 का present value. 8696, 15,123, 19,725, 870. अब यहाँ पे तुम लोग लिखोगे 8696. Here, guys, if you use it for 2 years, you will have to take both the years. And if you use it for 4 years, you will take all the cash flows. Correct, guys? Correct, sir. From this, what will you deduct, beta? Salvage, guys. I can either sell it at the end of first year or I sell it at the end of second, third or fourth. ये समझ में आया नहीं आया? मेंटेनेंस कॉस्ट, सैल्वेज वैल्यूज बेटा करो बेटा. रुक रुक कर रहे बच्चे. यस बेटा आ गया गाइस एग्जिस्टिंग एसेट का. Yes, but present value of salvage, guys. If you sell it at the end of first year, you'll get 25,000, 15,000, 10,000 and 0. What will be the present values, guys? 25,000 का present value कितना है बेटा? 21,739. Next. 11,342. Next. 6633. So you have to deduct this, but 21,739, 11,342, 6633, 65. 6575. शुभम वो चेक कर तेरा कैलकुलेशन. 6575 ये कहते हैं. Present value of cash outflows, guys. Can you tell me how much is present value of cash outflows, beta? First के नीचे बोल मिताली. 26,957 52477 969 41. Now guys you have to compute what beta? Equated annual cost. ये पूरे options का. So first case में beta you will divide by PVAF at 15% for 1 year. Second case beta you will have to divide by PVAF at 15% for 2 years. Next 76,969 by PVAF at 15% for 3 years. 1,06,414 by PVAF at 10% beta for 4 years. कितना हो गया बेटा ये? Option 1 guys 31,000. Option 2 32,279. 7 711 27 37,273. क्या हुआ? Correct here. That means guys it is better to replace because the existing machine as such guys is going to cost you more. Take 40,000, buy the new asset. The new machine is going to cost you only 28,600 and the existing machine as such guys. Yes, beta. हो गया guys? Please write the conclusion guys. It is better to replace the machine immediately. It is better to replace the machine immediately. It is better to replace the machine immediately. Any doubt? It is better to replace the machine immediately. Now guys, he had a doubt as to when are we supposed to take opportunity cost, when are we not supposed to take opportunity cost. Please understand, whenever you're computing equated annual cost of a machine to be purchased as such guys, the purchase price itself will become your initial investment. If you are trying to compute optimum replacement cycle guys for an asset that was already purchased guys long back, then the existing salvage value that you could have realized if you sell the machine beta will become your opportunity cost. दो ही cases रहेंगे, या तो new machine या फिर old machine. If it is new machine, purchase price is coming into picture. If it is old machine beta, what will come? Opportunity cost. That is the value that you could have realized today by selling the asset. New machine में you will not see opportunity cost because you did not purchase the machine yet. You're going to purchase the machine now. That itself is your outflow. Is that clear beta? वो note लिख लो बेटा चाहिए तो वहाँ पे. Note. In respect of an asset to be purchased, did you write the conclusion first that it should be replaced immediately? Next, in respect of an asset to be purchased, in respect of an asset to be purchased, in respect of an asset to be purchased, there'll be no initial operating cost. There'll be no initial operating cost. There'll be no initial opportunity cost. There will be no initial क्या कर रहा हो यार? There'll be no initial opportunity cost. There will be no initial opportunity cost. As the machine is not yet purchased. As the machine is not yet purchased. As the machine is not yet purchased. Not yet purchased. The purchase price will be considered as initial investment. The purchase price will be considered as initial investment. The purchase price will be considered as initial investment. Purchase price will be considered as initial investment. Next. In respect of an existing asset, in respect of an existing asset, purchase price is sunk cost and is irrelevant. 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 If the asset is continued to be used, if the asset is continued to be used, if the asset is continued to be used, the existing salvage value will be considered as opportunity cost. The existing salvage value will be considered as opportunity cost. The existing salvage value will be considered as opportunity cost. ठीक है? This is if you already own an asset. Is that clear? Question 42 beta now. All of you solve question number 42 beta. Solve करो guys. वो थोड़े इंस्टीट्यूट्स बेटा, थोड़े एमबीए इंस्टीट्यूट्स में इंस्टेड ऑफ डिस्काउंटिंग सेकेंड ईयर कैश फ्लो फॉर 2 years, they discount it for 1.5 year because the cash flows accrue uniformly throughout the year. Cash flow is not arising at the beginning of the year or at the end of the year. So first they will discount it for 2 years, then compound it for 6 months. Trial and error. Yes, beta. Did you get the answers, guys? Yes, guys. क्या हो गया यार इसको? Get the answer, guys. Question number 42, beta. Can you tell me, guys? Directly लिख लो क्या? Irrespective of which year option as such, guys, you will have to anyways purchase the machine, whether it is year 1, year 2, year 3 or year 4. उसके बाद में we have to take present value of maintenance and repair. When you talk about maintenance and repair as such, बेटा कितना रहेगा guys? Year 1 में बेटा it is 16,000. Year 2 में बेटा you will take 18,000 plus 4,000, 22,000. Year 3 you will take 28,000. Year 4 beta you will take 36,000. What are the present values, guys, of this? 16,000 का present value कितना है बेटा? 13,914. So this will come in every year, guys. 13,914. Second year का कितना है बेटा? 166,34. This will come in second, third and fourth option. Third year का कितना है? 410. Last year, guys, 580. Please check, guys. These are the values to be considered, guys. Present value of maintenance and repair. Minus salvage करोगे बेटा, scrap value. Year 1 का scrap value is 32,000. Year 2 scrap value बेटा is 24,000. Year 3 scrap value is 16,000. Year 4 बेटा it is 8,000. What will be the present values of these scrap values बेटा? 32,000 का discounted value बेटा कितना है? 27,827. Next 24,000 का 18,146. 10520. Last वाला, guys, 4574. This will be the present value of scrap value, guys. Are you all done? यही है बेटा सबको. What is the present value of cash outflows? 4608 087 72402 98438 124969. Equated annual cost 52918 44536 43114 43772. हाँ, लास्ट वाला प्रेजेंट वैल्यू ऑफ कैश कितना है बेटा? ये 1, वो करेक्ट ही है. 124769 ओनली. 967. वो 796 तारे समय पे याद है ना. हाँ, Yes, guys. How much will this become better? 4-3. वो करेक्ट ही था. अरे करेक्ट है यार तेरे आंसर्स. So you will write the conclusion, beta. It is best to replace the machine, beta, at the end of third year. Every 3 years. Sorry, beta. You should replace the machine every 3 years, guys. ठीक है ना बेटा शुभम? और रिश्ते बेटा? नहीं, लाइफ टाइम. रिश्ते. Yet to start, sir. भाई नको नको. Oh my God. तेरे वैसे इमरान खान फेमस हुआ. माने मना इमरान खान बेवफा. अरे तू क्रिकेटर की सोच रहा था. You know, the one who liked that movie as such, guys, you should understand. हाँ नहीं. Question number 43, guys, after this. Same है. Beta, decide about the breakfast please later. Beta, question number 43 first. ये हो गया. Did you write the conclusion? 43 भी हो गया. वही डिस्कस कर रहे थे. Tell me what the question is about. Tell me what the question is about. एक वर्ड नहीं पढ़े क्वेश्चन का, वही डिस्कस कर रहे थे कहते. Yes, guys, question number 43. ट्रबल फ्री सोल्यूशन. सबका हो गया ना पिछला वाला क्वेश्चन? Is anyone still doing it? You wrote the conclusion. No, machine should be replaced every 3 years. Machine should be replaced every 3 years. Next, beta. Trouble Free Solutions is an authorized service center of a reputed domestic air conditioner manufacturing company. All complaints or service related matters of air conditioners are attended by this service center. The service center employs a large number of mechanics, each of whom is provided with the motorbike to attend the complaints. Each mechanic travels approximately 40,000 kilometers. TFS decides to continue its present policy of always buying a new bike for its mechanics, but vendors, whether the present policy of replacing the bike every 3 years is optimum or not. At present, beta, we are replacing the vehicles every 3 years. It is of the belief that as new models are entering into market on yearly basis, it wishes to consider whether a replacement of either 1 or 2 years would be better option than present 3 years period. The fleet of bikes is due for replacement shortly in the near future. The purchase price of latest model bike is 55,000 rupees. Resale value of used bike at current market prices is as follows. After 1 year, you can sell the bike at 35,000. After 2 years at 21,000. After 3 years at 9,000 rupees. Running and maintenance costs excluding depreciation are as follows. Year 1, you will have to pay road taxes, insurance of 3,000. Year 2, 3,000. Year 3, 3,000. Petrol repair maintenance is given. Using opportunity cost of capital as 10%, but you're required to determine the optimum replacement period of bike. Dead easy question, guys. Nothing complicated. You just have to do as it is. Okay? Depreciation is irrelevant, guys, because there are no taxes. In any of these questions, better taxes were not applicable, better. Or road taxes are better. And they said? Huh. Cost is excluding depreciation. We do not even care about that. Exactly like the previous questions, guys. 55,000 divided by 3. अगर नहीं क्या बोल रहा था तो साल्वेज वैल्यू है ना ये 35,21,9. अपॉर्चुनिटी कॉस्ट थोड़ी आएगा बेटा. ये दिस इज परचेज प्राइस ऑफ लेटेस्ट बाइक. ये जो एग्जिस्टिंग बाइक्स का डिटेल है अपने पास बाइक्स है, बट दे डिड नॉट गिव डिटेल्स. दे डायरेक्टली गिव अस डिटेल्स ऑफ द न्यू बाइक्स कि व्हेनेवर यू बाय द न्यू बाइक्स व्हेयर शुड यू रिप्लेस देम. यूज बाइक मतलब अपन खरीदने के बाद में वो यूज बाइक ही रहता. Current bikes irrelevant, guys. The current bikes are due for replacement in the near future. As and when you replace them, you're going to buy this latest model. This latest model you will have to check when should you replace. So existing asset irrelevant. All you have to do is only for the new asset. Is that clear? देखना यार बच्चे समझते नहीं है. वैष्णवी हो गया तेरा? कर बेटा आराम से. देखो भी नाश्ते पे जाना है. तू और जीत चले जाओ. Yes, guys. Is everyone done with this? कितना है बेटा आंसर? 57. You will get an answer of 57,000. मैं डायरेक्ट आंसर्स बोल बेटा. ईयर 1 ईयर का टोटल प्रेजेंट वैल्यू ऑफ कैश आउटफ्लो कितना आया? 53,182. 2 इयर्स का बेटा 99,050. 3 इयर्स का 144,203. EAC 58,500. 57,000. Huh? Therefore, guys, it is best to replace the asset beta in 2 years. We're done with 42, 43. क्या क्या बचे से बेटा? 36, 39, 41 ना replacement. Question number 36, guys. Huh? Did you all get the same answers? क्या हुआ रूबी नहीं आए answers? Write the conclusion beta that the asset should be replaced in a span of 2 years. क्या हुआ लहर आंसर नहीं आया? वो कोई शॉर्टकट बता रही थी. 36th बेटा. We'll finish off. अभी ऑर्डर में पूरे क्वेश्चन जो बचे से सब खत्म कर देंगे. Of replacement decision. Question number 36 बेटा. शक्लें सीधी गई. Should I wait better or are we all done with it? Online students, are you all done? सिग्नल भेजा, पूछता कि नहीं पूछता नहीं मालूम है, बट हाँ. Question number 36, guys. It says, a company named Rubik's Cube decided to replace, it's not Ruby beta, huh? Decided to replace the existing computer system of their organization. Original cost of old system was 25,000 rupees and it was installed 5 years ago. Cost of the old system beta was 25,000, installed how many years ago? 5 years ago. The current market value of the old system is 5,000 rupees. Depreciation of the old system was charged with life of 10 years and an estimated salvage value of 0 rupees. 25,000 rupees was being depreciated over a life of 10 years. मतलब depreciation per annum 2,500. Your written down value beta after 5 years will be 12,500. Out of 25,000 they must have written off depreciation of 2,500 per annum for 5 years. So 12,500 must have been depreciated. So what is the leftover book value? 12,500. This can now be sold at a value of 5,000 rupees. These are the existing details so far. Depreciation of the new system will be charged with a life of over 5 years. The present cost of the new system is 50,000 rupees. The new system has a life of only 5 years. This is not a case of unequal lives. This is merely a case of replacement decision. Estimated salvage value of the new system is 1,000. Estimated cost savings with new system is 5,000 per year. You will be saving a cost of 5,000 rupees every year, but the increase in sales with new system is assumed at 10% per year based on original total sales of, it should be 1 lakh better, not 10 lakhs. क्योंकि 10 lakhs का अगर 10% बढ़ रहा है तो फिर तो हो ही गया ना, खरीद लो, खत्म हो गया. Make that as 1 lakh only. ठीक है वो 1 lakh ही है, but company follows straight line method of depreciation. Cost of capital is 10%, whereas your tax rate is 30%. You do not have to worry about EAC or anything, but our lives are same. The remaining useful life of the old asset and the useful life of the new asset are same. You will have to directly take a replacement decision on the basis of incremental cash flows. समझ में आ रहा है? Incremental cash flows बेटा is what you will have to consider. एक बार question पढ़ो बेटा सब लोग वापस. Identify your incremental cash flows. See what are the savings, what are the increase in cost. क्वेश्चन समझ में आ गया क्या बेटा सबको? Question number 36. You know how to take replacement decision? Tell me guys, if you sell off the existing asset and then buy the new asset better today, what will be your cash flows? Net initial investment. You will have to buy the new asset at 50,000. You will be able to sell the old asset at 5,000. They did not talk anything about capital gain tax. You will have to take tax savings on loss on sale of existing asset. इसलिए तो book value compute किया ना बेटा. The book value of the existing asset is 12,500. It is being sold for rupees 5,000. Are we incurring a loss of 7,500? On that loss of 7,500, will you save a tax of 30% of 7,500? 2,250. Even that should be considered as a part of your initial cash flow. Initial investment बेटा. समझ में आया नहीं आया? Everything on an incremental basis, guys. Right from initial investment to your salvage value. I'll write initial investment. You will tell me what's your periodical incremental cash flow. Replacement decisions में बेटा गलती मत करना. Initial investment, guys. What is the ये समझ में आया ना क्या बोला मैं? What is the purchase price of new system, guys? Purchase price of new system, guys, is 50,000 rupees. What is the sale value, guys, of old system? If I buy the new system, but obvious, but I'm going to sell the old system. For what amount, guys? 5,000. Minus tax savings, guys, on loss on sale of existing asset. Loss on sale of old system. How will I compute this tax savings, guys? इसके लिए एक note. Original cost of old asset कितना है बेटा? Original cost of old asset is 25,000. What is your life beta? 10 years. Depreciation per annum, guys, would be 25,000 divided by 10, 2,500. Accumulated depreciation for 5 years, guys, would be 2,500 multiplied by 5, 12,500. Vaishnavi, doubt beta kuch? What will be the written down value, guys? 25,000 में से we have depreciated 12,500, so that will become 12,500. Sale proceeds, guys, are 5,000. What is your loss on sale, guys? Loss on sale, beta, is 7,500. Correct, guys? What will be the tax savings, beta? 7,500 into 30%, 250. ये हो गया मेरा इनिशियल कैश फ्लो गाइस. कितना है ये? 42,750. Like this, you will have to compute and tell me what are your incremental periodical cash flows. एक सेकेंड रुक. यस बेटा, स्टार्ट. कॉपी करो ये. तो आंसर ना को बोल बोला मैं. जरा कंप्यूट करने दे बेटा. एग्जाम में डायरेक्ट आंसर्स नहीं आते, सोचना पड़ता थोड़ा. ऑनलाइन स्टूडेंट्स, इस क्वेश्चन पढ़ने की अगर आदत नहीं रही ना एग्जाम में, कंप्लीशन टाइम है जब बोलते देखो पेपर वाज लेंथी एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट, यू विल फेस दोज इश्यूज. You will have to start analyzing questions on your own. Compute incremental cash flows guys now. थोड़ा ध्यान से क्वेश्चन पढ़ो. Year sales are not increasing by 10%, 10%, 10%. Just once for the next 5 years. That means 1,10,000 rupees for the next 5 years. That's it. Do not take 1,10,000 plus another 10% plus another 10% plus another 10%. 10,000 per annum for the next 5 years. That's it. Yes, beta. Please compute periodical cash flows, beta. You know that your revenue is going to increase by 10,000. There's a cost saving of 5,000. You'll have to now take the impact of depreciation. If you have any doubt, you can ask. तेरी भी. Yes, guys. How much is your incremental cash flow, beta? If anyone got the answer, guys, please type and send it. Incremental cash flows. कितना है बेटा? Periodical cash flow incremental. I'll wait for 2 more minutes, guys. Yes, guys. So, guys, what are we supposed to do here? Pay attention, guys. When we do it on an incremental basis, what are here? Periodical cash flows. The best way, guys, your increase in revenue, beta, is how much? Let us assume better that there is no variable cost associated with revenue, because we cannot take increase in revenue. I should have taken increase in contribution, but I have no details of variable cost, so I'll directly take increase in revenue. 1 lakh into 10% beta, 10,000. समझ में आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है guys? Assume no variable cost associated. No variable cost. What is your cost savings, guys, per annum? Cost savings per annum beta is 5,000. दोनों का मिला के बेटा 15,000. Minus what is your increase in depreciation? Depreciation per annum of the new machine is how much, guys? New machine का बेटा is 50,000 minus 1,000 divided by 5 years, 9,800. If you would have continued with the old machine, beta, depreciation would have been 2,500. So increase in depreciation is 7,300. What is your incremental profit before tax? Incremental profit before tax beta is 7,000. Deduct taxes 30%. यही नहीं क्या दो ये कितना है 2,310 5,390. This is profit after tax. To this you add back depreciation 7,700 7,300 beta, sorry 12,690. This will be your incremental CF80. You can alternatively take depreciation tax savings separately, revenue net of taxes separately, cost savings net of taxes separately. ठीक है? If you do that, you should take only tax savings on depreciation, not depreciation net of tax savings. Revenue you will take net of taxes, cost savings you will take net of taxes, depreciation you will only take tax savings. You took depreciation net of tax savings. Guys, whoever is doing it separately as such, beta, you will take एक second सुन लेना beta. Revenue net of taxes is 7,000. Cost savings net of taxes is 3,500. Incremental depreciation पे only tax savings 7,300 into 30%. 2-1. All of this is 12,690. समझ में आ रहा है? Either you take each element of revenue beta separately or you do this. I prefer this approach beta because अपन normally ऐसे ही करते हैं. We take PAT and then we add back depreciation. Are we clear about this? ये copy करो बेटा. Incremental periodical cash flows. Incremental periodical cash flows. Please copy guys. बेटा ये जो मैं ब्रैकेट में लिखा ना वो लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. I'm just telling you if someone did an alternative approach बेटा you would have done that. Revenue net of taxes, cost savings net of taxes, depreciation only tax savings. Now guys, once you get CFAT of 12,690 guys, you will have to now compute how much beta? Present value. ये हो गया बेटा सबका. How much is the present value of periodical cash flows guys? Present value of periodical cash flows will become 12,690 guys into PVAF at a rate of discounting rate कितना बेटा? 10% for 5 years. How much is this? 48,105. Now guys, once you write incremental periodical cash flows, abhi salvage value guys. Even this you will have to do it on an incremental basis. What is the salvage value of new system? Salvage value of new system beta is 1,000. Salvage value of old system if continued 0. If continued beta 0 है. वो लिखा हुआ बेटा आदत है मेरे को क्योंकि ताकि अगर just in case old system had a salvage value, you should know that you're supposed to do it on a incremental basis. What is your incremental cash flow beta? 1,000. Present value of 1,000 guys. Present value factor at 10% for the 5th year. 621. Once you do present value of periodical cash flows and present value of terminal cash flow beta, add both of them, deduct your initial investment, and that's the NPV of replacement decision. Positive and negative. positive. Therefore, we should replace. कितना है? 5976. 36, 37, 38 done. Question number 39. 39th one, better. Write all of this, better, and then write down the NPV, guys. NPV will be present value of all cash inflows, better, minus your initial investment. So 48,105 plus 621 minus 42,000 कितना था वो? 750 ना? Initial investment 42 750 कितना बोला? 59 760 है. Yes, better. As NPV is positive, as NPV of replacement decision is positive. Replacement decision is positive, guys. We should buy the new system. We should buy the new system. As the NPV is positive, guys, we should buy the new system. Yes, बेटा. I hope you're all done with this. चलो बेटा फटाफट करते हैं guys अभी. सबका हो गया ना बेटा वो NPV लिखना. Question number 39, guys. A company has an old machine having a book value of 0 which can be sold for rupees 50,000. So if you sell it for 50,000, guys, the entire 50,000 would be profit on sale, resulting in a tax expenditure. Correct? If taxes are applicable, guys, and if you sell the old asset, guys, you will have to pay taxes on profit on sale. The company is thinking to choose from one of the following two alternatives. You can incur an additional cost of 10 lakh rupees to upgrade the old existing machine. So this upgradation cost as such beta will increase the book value. 10 lakhs is upgradation cost. It will be capitalized. हाँ या ना? Or replace the old machine with the new machine costing rupees 20 lakhs plus an installation cost of 50,000. So incremental cash flows में बेटा under alternative 1 you will directly take outflow of 10 lakhs, but under alternative 2 you will take 20 lakhs 50,000 minus sale value of the existing asset, because only under the second option beta you're going to sell the existing asset. Under the first option you're not going to sell, you are upgrading the existing machine. ठीक है? Both the above proposals envisage useful life to be 5 years with the salvage value to be 0 without yawning. The expected after-tax profits for the above three alternatives are as under. These are after-tax profits. उस पे ध्यान देना बेटा. When you say after-tax profits, guys, कहाँ गया बे? You just have to add back depreciation to this, guys, and you will get your cash flows. Yes or no? You just have to add back depreciation, and that will give us the total amount of cash flow. Tax rate is 40%, beta. Tax rate of 40% will only be used, guys, to arrive at tax expenditure on sale of asset. क्योंकि cash flows so already, profits already after taxes है ना. Assume cost of capital to be 15%. Present value factors are this. You need to advise the company as to which alternative is to be adopted. Question समझ में आया, guys? Yes or no, guys? Shall we do it? If you continue with existing machine as such, better, what will be the depreciation? 0. If you upgrade the machine, what will be your depreciation? 2 lakhs. So cash flows compute करने के लिए old existing machine के लिए what should I add back? Nothing. क्योंकि depreciation 0 है. But for upgraded machine guys, what should I add back? 2 lakhs depreciation to get what beta? CF80, cash flows after taxes. करते बेटा कैपिटलाइज वो रिप्लेसमेंट में ना. हाँ करेंगे ना. हाँ हाँ आएगा ना. मैं अभी कर आया नहीं वहां तक मैं. वो इंस्टॉलेशन सिर्फ न्यू मशीन का है. अपग्रेडेशन में ऑलरेडी इंस्टॉल्ड है ना. तू न्यू का कर रहा था. निकल बाहर निकल. यस गाइस इंक्रीमेंटल करेंगे ना यार. हाँ रिप्लेसमेंट डेसिशन है ना. इंक्रीमेंटल पे ही करना है. राइट डाउन गाइस. ऑप्शन 1 upgrade. Upgrade the existing machine. Upgrade the existing machine. गर्मी हो रही नहीं बहुत. एक ही शॉट में खुलेगा. Upgrade the existing machine guys. What are we going to write beta? Initial investment is how much? Salvage value नहीं आएगा guys because we are not. Salvage value of existing machine not relevant as we cannot sell the machine. Yes or no? अभी guys ये समझ में आया ना सबको. Depreciation guys per annum. Existing machine का कितना रहेगा? Existing machine 0 as book value is 0. Upgraded machine. Upgraded machine guys would be 10 lakhs divided by how many years? 5 years. So that will be 2 lakhs. Therefore incremental ना को ले लो incremental लिख दो. फिर पीएटी भी इंक्रीमेंटल लेंगे. इंक्रीमेंटल पीएटी एड बैक इंक्रीमेंटल. ठीक है डन. इंक्रीमेंटल डेप्रीसिएशन गाइस विल बी 2 lakhs. आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग दिस गाइस? अभी बेटा एक सेकंड सुन लो. एक ऑप्शन के लिए मैं करता हूं फिर दूसरा ऑप्शन तुम लोग करना. पीरियोडिकल कैश फ्लो गाइस. कैन यू टेल मी इंक्रीमेंटल पैट? Incremental PAT beta. This is column 2 minus column 1. Upgraded machine minus existing machine. 50,000, 50,000, 30,000, 30,000, 40,000. Incremental CF80 beta. Every year your incremental depreciation is how much? Add back 2 lakhs depreciation. So this will become 2 lakh, 2 lakh 50, 2 lakh 50, 2 lakh 30, 2 lakh 30, 2 lakh 40. हो गया इस क्वेश्चन. प्रेजेंट वैल्यू फैक्टर्स दिया हुआ है क्या क्वेश्चन में? जस्ट यूज दोस प्रेजेंट वैल्यू फैक्टर्स, डिस्काउंट एंड कंप्यूट प्रेजेंट वैल्यू ऑफ पीरियोडिकल कैश फ्लोज कंपेयर विद इंक्रीमेंटल इनिशियल इन्वेस्टमेंट. That will be the NPV here. Likewise, one more calculation. That is if you buy the new machine. यहाँ पे salvage value है ही नहीं बेटा. किसका भी नहीं है. At the end of 5th year, all of them will have zero salvage value. So you do not have to worry about terminal cash flow. समझ में आ गया? Copy guys. Start doing this बेटा. Yes, beta. Did you compute present value? Yes, guys. Are we all done? Present value factors are given in the question, beta. Present value factors at 15%, guys, are 0.870, 0.6756, 658, 0.572 and 0.497. Present value of cash inflows, beta, will be how much? एक बार बोलो ना यार, कोई कर लिया तो. Present value of cash inflows. Your incremental initial investment was 10 lakhs. Therefore, option 1 ka NPV is negative 1,91,320. Please check, guys, if you all got the same present values. You're supposed to multiply each cash flow with the present value factors and then compare it with the amount of initial investment. After this, guys, वो दूसरा वाला ऑप्शन करना है, purchasing new, but वहां पे याद रखना बेटा, because you're selling the existing asset, there will be tax expenditure on sale of asset. That entire 50,000 sold represents profit. You will have to take tax on sale. हो गया वो भी? कितना है NPV? 2720. This is option 1, guys. Are we all done, guys? Option 2, guys. Cost of replacement कितना है बेटा? Initial investment, guys. What is the cost of new asset? Including installation, guys, you will have to take 20 lakhs, 50,000. Yes or no? Minus sale proceeds of old asset. So sale proceeds of old asset beta is 50,000. हाँ या ना, guys? Add tax expenditure. ये add करना है बेटा, because this is not tax savings, this is tax expenditure. Tax expenditure on sale of old asset. how much will be your tax expenditure beta? Book value of old asset कितना है guys? Book value of old asset 0. Sale proceeds guys are 50,000. So the entire 50,000 beta would represent profit on sale. On that profit on sale beta, I will have to pay taxes at the rate of 40%. So 50,000 multiplied by 40% beta, this will become 20,000. I will have to add back tax expenditure of 20,000 beta. My net initial investment will be 20 lakhs. 20,000. Your net initial investment guys will be 20 lakhs 20,000. ये समझ में आया ना guys? Net initial investment is 20 lakhs 20,000 rupees. I hope you're all clear about this guys. एक बार ये कर ले तो बेटा you have to write incremental depreciation now. What will be your incremental depreciation? Incremental depreciation guys. क्या प्राची नहीं हुआ है? Depreciation जब करोगे ना बेटा, cost of new asset please take 20 lakhs 50,000 including installation cost 4 lakh 10,000 rupees per annum. The salvage value of new asset guys is 0. So your incremental depreciation would be 4 lakhs 10,000. Cell phone use करो बेटा. वरुण पीछे से बुला के मेरे को बोल रहा था सर इसको देखो सेल फोन यूज कर रही बोल के. तू अब भी बुला के बोल रहा सर सर देखो सेल फोन यूज कर रही बोल के. Done guys. पूरा एनपीवी हो गया. Tell me about depreciation per annum guys. New machine beta. I'll write 20 lakhs 50,000 minus 0 divided by how many years? 5 years. 4 lakhs 10,000. Existing asset guys. Existing machine has a 0 depreciation. So your incremental depreciation is 4 lakhs 10,000. Once you do this, beta, just like the previous question, abhi periodical cash flows and then NPV guys on an incremental basis. What is your incremental PAT beta? This is comparing third column with the first column guys. 6 lakhs minus 5 lakhs. It will be 1 lakh. Next 6 lakhs 40,000 minus 5 lakh 40,000. It will be 1 lakh. Likewise beta, next is 1 lakh 10,000. Next beta is 1 lakh 20,000 and next beta it is 8 lakhs minus this 1 lakh 40,000. You add back incremental depreciation guys and you get CFAT. Add back depreciation beta 4 lakhs 10,000. So that will be 5 lakh 10,000, 5 lakh 10,000, 5 lakhs 20,000, 6 lakhs, sorry 5 lakhs 30,000 and 5 lakh 50,000. Once you get incremental depreciation and incremental CFATs guys, you know present value factors to be considered are at 15% and get present value of cash inflows. Multiply by the present value factors given in the question guys and get PVCI. कितना है PVCI? 17930. Your investment guys is 20 lakh rupees. Therefore NPV is negative 2 lakhs 50. 2070. What is the best option, guys? Do not upgrade, do not replace. Chupchap continue with the existing machine. That will give us the highest benefit. Yes, beta, sorry. तो NPV गलत है ना अभी. 20 lakhs 50,000. So this will become 3 lakhs. 20 lakhs 20,000 beta. So this, guys, will be 2 lakhs 72,070. Your NPV beta will be negative 2 lakhs 72,070. Do not forget to write the conclusion, guys. It is best to continue with the existing machine. Do not upgrade, do not replace. Do not upgrade, do not replace, continue with the existing asset. समझ में आ गया ना बच्चों? Question 45, guys. कुछ तो होमवर्क देंगे एक. Write the conclusion, guys, that you should not replace, you should not. 45th one now. पिछले क्वेश्चन का कंक्लूजन लिखना बेटा, दैट यू आर नॉट सपोज टू अपग्रेड, यू आर नॉट सपोज टू रिप्लेस. क्या हुआ भाई? क्वेश्चन नंबर 45, guys. Finish off this. है वो फालतू क्वेश्चन है कहीं को, वो है ही नहीं, कॉन्सेप्ट ही नहीं है, कैसे इंक्लूड करेगी? क्वेश्चन नंबर 45, guys. There is no utility decision beta covered in our syllabus. It used to be there long back as such, guys, but then वो शायद copy paste में this question also got copied from the old one into the new one. They, by mistake, they've included a question, guys, in ICI study material. So when you say utility theory, guys, शुरू करो. Chagrin आवले था last question. वैष्णवी नहीं हुआ last question. Alright, guys, when you say utility theory, guys, it basically means instead of taking decision on the basis of cash flow that you are deriving from a project, guys, you should take a decision on the basis of utility that you derive from the cash flow. As you keep receiving more and more amount as such, guys, the incremental utility that you get out of that cash beta decreases, is what the theory states. Never applied beta in real life. Who will say no as such beta? But then it says the utility that you're deriving beta from the incremental cash flow as such, guys, will always keep decreasing. The amount of satisfaction that you might get, say beta, from the first 100 rupees as a kid as such, guys, will be way too high. Then the next 100. See, guys, it's like if you prioritize your things as such, guys, what will you buy with the first 100 rupees is something that is most important to you. When you get more cash as such, better, you're going to buy something that is lesser important to you. When you get more cash, that you'll buy something that is even lesser important to you as such, guys. You might want to go out on a breakfast. Yes, guys. Most important में डाल रहा हूँ बेटा ये. समझ में आ रहा है ना? I'm not talking about this being a less important thing. So here, guys, what they are doing is they're defining utilities from the cash flows that you are getting as such, guys, and then based on those utilities as such, guys, you will have to determine what. Just say, guys, pay attention. From the first 1,000 rupees, you are getting a utility of 10. दिख रहा है वो? Utility next page में चले गया. यहाँ पे देखो same page पे. From the first 1,000 rupees, you're getting a utility of 10. अगर ऐसा होता, from 15,000, you should have got a utility of 150. Proportionately, guys, from 1,000 rupees, if you're getting a utility of 10, from 15,000, the satisfaction that you're getting should have been 150. But यहाँ पे it is given as only 40. The utility will decrease as such, guys. Incremental utility will keep. Law of diminishing marginal utility पे. हाँ, समझ में आ रहा है ना? This is nothing but DM. It does not apply बेटा here. ठीक है? Are we clear about this? So what are we supposed to do, guys, in order to select a project? They've given us cash flows, guys. At all of these cash flows, instead of writing what is the expected cash flow, you will write utilities and multiply by the corresponding probabilities. Whichever project has a higher utility, that project should be selected, not whichever project has a higher cash flow. Got it? समझ में आ रहा है बेटा? लिखो गाइस नोट्स में. डायरेक्ट नहीं, कॉन्सेप्ट बुक में जरूरत नहीं है, नोटबुक में ही लिखो. है ही नहीं बेटा कॉन्सेप्ट में. नेवर इज इट गिवन इन द स्टडी मटेरियल यूटिलिटी बोल के क्वेश्चन इंक्लूड करें. यूटिलिटी बोल के लिखो. यूटिलिटी थियोरी. यूटिलिटी थियोरी नहीं है तो क्यों करा रहे हो बोल के सोचो मत बेटा. एग्जाम में अगर आ गया तो क्या करते? मेरा लिख के आओ बेटा. मेरा नाम लिख के आओ, अच्छे से लिख के आओ. हाँ सर, सर नहीं पढ़ाए बोल के लिख के आते हैं. यस गाइस. हाँ लिखो बेटा. यूटिलिटी थियोरी. No, all of this reminds me of the amazing answers that you write as a student. वो बोला था ना एक बीसीआर पेपर में फाउंडेशन में, ग्रेप वाइन क्या है. कम्युनिकेशन में व्हाट इज ग्रेप वाइन? वन स्टूडेंट रोट इट इज विनयार्ड. ग्रेप जिससे वाइन बनता. दे रोड अबाउट विनयार्ड. इमेजिन गाइस. Oh my god. ऐसे आंसर्स आते हैं. बट एनीवेज बेटा, नो दिस इज मच बेटर. सर नहीं पढ़ा है, इज मच बेटर. एटलीस्ट वी नो क्या पढ़ा है क्या नहीं पढ़ा है क्लास में. राइट ऑन गाइस. अंडर यूटिलिटी थियोरी, under utility theory, under utility theory, decisions are based on under utility theory, decisions are based on the utility that we derive from the cash flow, the utility that we derive from cash flow, the utility that we derive from the cash flow instead of the cash flow itself, instead of the cash flow itself, instead of the cash flow itself. The incremental utility keeps decreasing. The incremental utility keeps decreasing as the cash flow increases. The incremental utility keeps decreasing as the cash flow increases. Cash flow increases. समझ में आ गया गाइस? नेगेटिव कैश फ्लो के लिए उल्टा रहता बेटा, क्योंकि वी हैव टू रीपे. नो, जैसे यहाँ पे देखो नेगेटिव 4000 का यूटिलिटी इज हाउ मच? नेगेटिव 3. बट नेगेटिव 15000 इज माइनस 100. अर्थमावतन करो. Because you have to repay them. You cannot tell them no. What is utility? Will you do it, guys? Now I'll do it, guys. लिखो बेटा आंसर. Project A. Cash flow बेटा is minus 15,000, minus 10,000, positive 15, positive 10, positive 5. These can be your cash flows. The utilities बेटा नेगेटिव 15,000 की यूटिलिटी कितनी है? नेगेटिव 100. नेगेटिव 10,000 की यूटिलिटी नेगेटिव 60. पॉजिटिव 15,000 40. वो नेक्स्ट पेज में चले गया यार थोड़ा. हाँ 20. These are your utilities. दोनों कंप्यूट करो बेटा. एक्सपेक्टेड कैश फ्लो एज वेल एज एक्सपेक्टेड यूटिलिटी, ताकि यू शुड नो हाउ टू डिफरेंशिएट. Probabilities are 0.1, 0.2, 0.4, 0.2, 0.1. You will write expected cash flow, expected utility. Expected cash flow and expected utility, guys. Multiply cash flows with the probabilities and multiply utilities. 44 is 24 beta 2 बचा 2 और 6 8 8 और 2 10. Expected cash flow is 5,000. Expected utility is 10. हाँ बेटा. Do it for the second project also beta now. तो ये 2 हो गया ना. Yes guys. Arrive at the utility of the second project beta. Project B का expected cash flow as well as expected utility. Expected cash flow कितना हो गया 6,650 ना. हाँ. Sixteen, 6, 10, 18, 17.55. Expected cash flow is 6,650 guys. Expected utility is 17.55. Everyone got the answers guys? What will you write with that decision? Project B should be selected based on utility. Cash flow और ये दोनों same conclusion दे रहे हैं, but your decision should be based on utility here. Project B should be selected as it has a higher utility. Question number 41 is homework guys. Next class would be the last class of capital budgeting. Let's do not forget guys, there's no class tomorrow. Tomorrow to Sunday ऐसे भी. Monday there is no class. I'll see you guys directly on Tuesday. One homework question. We'll finish off capital budgeting and start a fresh chapter. ठीक है? Wish you all guys a very happy Diwali but in advance. Enjoy. Be safe. Go out with your loved ones guys. Celebrate with your loved ones. नहीं सुन रहे बच्चे. All right guys. Bye bye. Beta online students very happy Diwali beta. See you guys later. Bye bye.